Take a look at that. That is Leaf and Petal's Pink Lemonade or multicolor hibiscus tree. This specific one, the pink and the yellow, and this is the multicolor that you're seeing on the screen right now. This is the showstopper that you need in your garden or in front of your house, the one that you know people are gonna stop and say, where did you get that? Because not only are the blooms ginormous and gorgeous, but you have this very intricately braided trunk that you literally will not see anywhere. We say that here at HSN with absolute confidence. You will have a one-of-a-kind tree at your home that people are going to stop and stare and say, I want that for myself. And you know what you're gonna say? Guess what? It was a today's special, so I got it for the best deal ever. Right now, you can take this home for just $60. So originally, this was a $100 tree. And I guarantee you, if you look at any nursery, you will not be able to find this specific tree, or bush, I should say, because it looks like a tree, right? Because of how the braided trunk is so gorgeous and stands upright. But we're gonna go through it really quickly because what you're seeing in front of me is actually what you're going to get home. So quite a significant size for this tree. And then, again, I'm gonna keep calling it a tree because it looks like that to me, but it is a bush. And so this is what you get home. Now take a look at this. Right behind me, this is what it's gonna look like after a year. Is this not amazing? So from that to the end of the season is what you're going to have and enjoy in the first year of taking it home. Then the second year, take a look at this. Gorgeous, absolutely. And then finally, that large one all the way over there, that's what you're gonna get after 3 years. So, two different choices is what you get with this specific today's special. This is the multi. So you can see there are reds and there are yellows and oranges and pinks and reds. So gorgeous colors, but this is absolutely exclusive. This is brand new. It's pink and yellow. This is the Pink Lemonade. So gorgeous. And when I talk about stunning blooms, look at the size of them. This is really the true epitome of what you want when you're buying a hibiscus bush. I mean, these are gorgeous, but look at the size of this. I'm 5'2". When you really break it down and see what you're getting for this amazing price, there is no way you'd spend under $60 for a bush like this that provides just the most gorgeous blooms. Let's welcome in our best friend when it comes to blooming brilliant gardens, Carrie Mobley.
Good morning.
Avid gardener,
yes,
but also she carries a legacy of master gardening.
They would be so proud.
Yes, and decorating.
Yes, landscape designing.
Yes.
That's right, right.
And being able to really make a difference in the overall look of your property.
Right.
These really, I mean, I hope to goodness that we have some to go around.
Yes.
Because the thing is, this is going to sell out quick. People love this so far.
I mean, and to be honest with you, this is tropical paradise in a container. No, we aren't in Hawaii. Yes, you can grow this 100% no matter where you live. Up in Michigan, in North Dakota, anywhere you want, you can grow this. It's gonna come in a really fresh, well-packed ship sample just like this. And yes, this trunk on this tree is really special. It takes them months to hand braid this, and it starts with 4 plants, and then they put them all into one container. They allow them to grow upright, and then at the correct time, they take them and they braid them together. And so that's why we are able to get so many colors on one tree, okay? Super, super easy to care for. They love water, and this is gonna be a patio plant, okay? If you live in the north, we wanna make sure that you bring this inside before your first frost. It will continue to bloom inside the house if you put it in a nice, warm, sunny place.
Amazing part.
Isn't that amazing?
I think a lot of people think that these kinds of plants can only thrive outside, but really, right, you can enjoy this all year round, no matter where you live. And we wanted to make sure that you knew this. In case you're new to HSN or this is your first Blooming Brilliant Gardens show that you're catching, we wanted to make sure that you knew the way that Leaf and Petal guarantees your success is that they will make sure you get this plant or any plant that you purchase from them today at the perfect time for planting. And so we have a map. It actually shows you exactly what time. Look, it's a zone map. It shows your growing zones, and then Leaf and Petal will, according to your zip code, send you your plants when it's time to plant. So this is what I mean when I say that you are guaranteed for success. And really, when you think about it, how many nurseries will guarantee or even offer a warranty when it comes to your plants? Leaf and Petal does that. As long as you are using proper maintenance, making sure that you're doing everything that you should possibly do according to all the instructions, we wanted to make sure that you knew that they have your back. Anytime you have a question, make sure you use the number that's on the pamphlet that comes with these gorgeous plants. They have all the information in terms of planting times, pruning, feeding. And I'm so glad that we actually mentioned the feeding, because something that Leaf and Petal does absolutely well is they provide everything that you need to guarantee success. And one of them just happens to be having the right plant food. I'm gonna open this really quickly because I wanted to make sure you saw, this is on our website. There's 50 packets inside this one container. Do you see this? It's a tiny little packet. It looks kind of like a laundry pod. What you do is you stick this in a gallon of water, it dissolves itself, and then you use that water, that dissolved water with the plant food in it, to water your plants. And so you get a gallon of these, 50 of them, so 50 gallons worth of plant food you get for that one low price you see on your screen. So make sure you're grabbing this when you buy your plants, because one thing you should know about these gorgeous blooms, these gorgeous plants with the blooms, is that they love to eat. They're voracious eaters. They love the sun.
Oh, I relate.
Yeah, so you have to make sure that you're giving them what they need to be successful, right? And then you know you're going to have this after 3 years, which is so gorgeous.
And you know, and it really is formulated to be a bloom booster. So I highly recommend you pick it up. They need food. They need water. Hibiscus love water, but they also need some food, so pick some up. So I'm just gonna show you real quick how this arrives, Emily. You can see it's in a nice tall box. Really, really well packaged. All you're gonna do is reach down in there and find that trunk in there, and when you find it, just pull it straight out. Here we go. Look at that. And you can see that it is wrapped in a nice plastic bag, right? So this is what's gonna keep it nice and fresh during shipping. I want you to remove the plastic and give it some water as soon as you get it home. Then what I'm gonna have you do is get a bigger container, right? This is only about 8 inches. The plant won't get much bigger if it stays in a container this size. So get as big as you can handle. I would say an 18-inch container would be great, and I'll show you what that is in a minute. Get yourself a little bit of potting soil. You can pick it up from any nursery or any home improvement garden center, and then put the garden soil in, the potting soil in with this. Take it out of the plastic, of course, and then out of the plastic black container, and then give it some water. It loves sun, it loves the heat, it loves water, and then almost immediately you're gonna start seeing blooms. I mean, this one right here already has a bloom on it.
And that's the thing, is when you get it home, you'll see the buds are already there, but some are ready to pop as soon as you get it home and put it in the outside, in your pot, whatever you end up doing with it. You can keep it for a while in this pot, correct?
Of course you can, yeah. But you know, the thing is, in order for it to grow bigger, we want to put it in a bigger container, and you will be able to limit the size of it. If you only have a small space or a really small patio, then you can put it in something, you know, maybe 16 inches. But I wouldn't recommend anything too much smaller than that, because we want to make sure that it's got space for it to grow.
Exactly, that's true.
They're super healthy plants, really easy to care for, and Leaf and Petal is so good about that. They do all the homework. They go to the trials. We are desperate for you to succeed. Our reputation depends on it. So this is a plant that you're not going to ever have to worry about having insects or getting any kind of disease. It's going to be super easy to care for. Just make sure you give it some water. And again, this planting guide is really going to give you all of the information that you need. Look how gorgeous that is.
Truly.
If you're having a special event, or maybe you're hosting a wedding or a graduation party,
oh my gosh.
If you don't know what to get mom for Mother's Day, Emily, I'm a mother. If any of my boys sent this to me, my head would explode. I would be so excited.
I tell you, I am right there with you. What a perfect Mother's Day gift. It's amazing. When you pull that out of the box, they'll be like, wait, you love me that much?
Oh,
yes, absolutely.
yes.
So please do this for your moms. Do this for anybody who might be having a birthday. I mean, I look at it like anytime you give a live plant, it speaks to your love of them. Like, right, you give them flowers, but you don't know how long that's gonna last.
Oh, I'm so with you.
This is a plant that will last for years, that will give you those blooms year after year and just get bigger and better with age. And so you have something to look forward to every year. And when you hit that 3-year mark, I tell you, you're gonna be like, I can't believe this is the same plant that I opened 3 years ago. So here's the details, okay? Your information is on the screen. We wanted to say congratulations to the thousands of people who have already gotten this today's special. Just know that once you buy this specific today's special, everything else in your cart today in terms of live plants, free shipping, because you're only paying that $5.50 for the one live plant shipping purchase. So go ahead and fill up the cart once you get the today's special. We did want to mention all the order number information is on your screen, but because there are a lot of folks in the ordering process, make sure you're using the QR code. It is the fastest way to get this item in your cart and then hit the buy button. The nice thing is you're not even going to get charged for the specific plant purchase until it ships out. So it's like you're placing a reservation on your plant order. So you will get it when you are perfectly positioned, I would say, to get your plant in the ground or in a container. Now, something that you mentioned that I heard in prior presentations, and I just would really love for you to explain, Carrie, is for certain areas, you can put it in the ground. It's a great idea because it's like, here in Florida, a no-brainer, right?
Absolutely.
But there, everywhere else, kind of a container would be great.
Yes, and it needs to be in a container. If you get frost, right? If you have a frost issue or it freezes or you get snow, use this as a container plant, a perfect patio plant, something to flank each side of the front door or put it by a pool. But then yes, definitely, we want to overwinter it inside the house in a nice sunny location, nice warm and cozy inside the house, and you are going to continue to get blooms. So yeah, here in Florida, mine 100% are in the ground, and they just get astronomical in size. But you know, you and I, we love our pollinators, right?
Yeah, we do.
The hummingbirds, the butterflies, the bees, they love it as much as we do. I mean, the stamen on this, and by the way, there are a lot of different varieties of hibiscus. This one is my favorite. It's called the Presidential, and you can see it's got this long stamen on it, and all of those bumblebees and honeybees and butterflies, they want to come in and grab that nectar. It's a beautiful plant. You're helping the environment. And all you have to do is water. It's a super easy plant to take care of. It comes so freshly shipped. And you know, I also love the idea of, and I'll just pick one off for you and show you real quick. So you pop one off.
Hardy, did we say hardy?
I'm telling you, and each one of these blooms, they last for about 1 day. But you're always going to be having new ones popping out. It's pretty incredible. You can take this, float it in a bowl of water on the table. Oh my gosh, how wonderful. I mean, and I love to put flowers, you know, behind my ear. It's just so festive and beautiful. This looks like Hawaii in a flower. And the fact that you can have this gorgeous tropical flower growing on your patio, on your property, is pretty amazing. Look at the striations in the color in this. I mean, it looks like it was hand painted by Mother Nature herself.
Truly, I mean, it's gorgeous.
Isn't that gorgeous?
And we wanted to say hello to all our friends on Facebook, because we are live on Facebook right now. So hi to Linda, hi to Dawn, hi to Annie. And Annie mentioned something I wanted to bring up to you, Carrie.
Sure.
She said that if she had a green thumb, she would definitely buy this bush.
Oh,
but
don't
you
have
don't
to
need
have a green thumb. Oh, and thank you for mentioning that, because I understand. I mean, people hire me to beautify their space, and so I understand how intimidating gardening can be. There is no intimidation factor with this.
No.
You don't have to prune anything back, you know, although I will mention one thing real quick.
Yes.
You know, you brought up a point earlier about being a shrub. Well, we do have this trained as a tree.
Yeah.
But I want you to know, at some point, this trunk here, right, this braided trunk, it is going to start to put out a couple of green shoots. You know, just because it's going to want to grow all the way up and down. Like here's one right here. I'm not sure if we can get in on that. So right here, there is one little piece of foliage that is trying to grow.
Look at that.
Right?
There it is.
And what am I doing? I'm pulling it off. I'm taking it off.
How you do it.
That's right. And the reason we're going to do this is because we want this plant to use all of its energy all the way up the trunk to the top, where it's going to be producing those flowers and that great healthy foliage. And the foliage is wonderful. It's that glossy, bright green, and it just makes the blooms on this absolutely pop.
That is a fantastic point.
Yes.
Is that if you really want a statement piece in your garden, right? One that kind of stands out above the rest, this is it. I look at it like you don't even need it just in your garden. You could have this in front of your home, right? You buy two right on the outside of your door. I mean, people will see, it's the first thing they'll see, and they'll say, my goodness, this is a paradise.
Well, because you can't get it anywhere, right?
No.
This is very exclusive, and I mean, I'll be honest with you, the price is absolutely mind-blowing. If you were to get a hibiscus tree at any nursery, it in itself will be about $80
yes,
at least.
At least.
But now this is hand braided, so you're getting multiple colors. How do you choose between the multicolor and that gorgeous, juicy pink lemonade?
Oh my gosh.
Don't know. I mean, because they're both just incredible. So this is the size it's going to be when it arrives to you.
I'm going to take your word for it here.
Yes, yes. You want to take that
I'm
flower
going to put this behind my ear.
It's just perfect on you.
Oh my gosh.
So this is what it's going to look like when it arrives, the ones that are in front of me here. But at the very end of your first summer, this is already the size. And like I was saying, you know, each of these flowers, they last for about a day. But look, we've got new buds here, and every day you're going to see more and more buds. So don't cry when one flower dies, because there are 5 more coming your way.
Yes.
Now, right and behind you, oh my gosh, it looks so cute on you. Oh my
And you
goodness.
can have this all season long.
Yeah, yeah, and this really is a prolific bloomer. We intentionally, again, we are harvesting the plants that are going to give you the most profound, dramatic impact. This plant is going to be the most dramatic that you have on your property. And then, moving along, this is the multicolor, and this is what it's going to look like at the end of your second year.
It's spectacular.
Isn't it? I mean, and then, of course, it just continues to get bigger and bigger, and that's why we want you to put it into a nice big container. That way, you can make sure that it's getting enough space to get nice and big. If you can't handle a much bigger container, that's okay. Then you can get what fits your life, and you're still going to get a gazillion blooms. But if you can put it into a nice big pot, I'd say about an 18-inch pot, definitely do that, because you're going to get wow impact. Don't forget to pick up that fertilizer. It's a bloom boosting fertilizer. They are individually packaged, so you don't even have to think about it. You just throw one of those pods into a gallon of water, and about once every 2 weeks,
yes,
we are going to be feeding with the fertilizer.
Yes, and I'm excited that you mentioned that. For any of our friends who are just joining us, we do offer a fertilizer from Leaf and Petal, and it's very specific to the needs of your flowering plants. So if you are thinking to yourself, I'm not really good at maintaining or feeding, I don't know all the details, don't worry. Every single plant that you buy from Leaf and Petal comes complete with a pamphlet that has all the details on how to care for your plant. So how to care for it, how to plant it, how to prune it, how to feed it. And this makes it even more simpler. So it has 50 packets inside. I'm gonna open this up so that you can see. They're like little pods. And inside each pod, it's got all the nutrients that your flowering plant will need. You take one of them, stick it in a gallon of water. That will dissolve, and then you can use that to water your plants, right? 50 of these. So you're getting an amazing value when it comes to being able to feed your plants. You want to make sure they're taken care of and they're happy, so make sure they're getting their food. But we wanted to make sure that you realize that when it comes to a Today Special, that just means 24 hours. It's not like we are going to, hopefully we won't run out of these, because it's gorgeous and I'm sure everybody wants one. But after today, so after midnight tonight, this price will go back to what it was before. So $100 is how much this cost before we gave you this amazing Today Special deal. $60, under $60 I should say, is how much you can get this home for. So this is why I say if you bought 2 of them, you'd only be spending about $120 for the 2, but you would pay $100 for one on any other given day. So this is an amazing addition to your property, for one. If you have an amazing garden that just needs a little pop, a little standout, This will offer you all of that and more, because take a look at that braided trunk.
Isn't that incredible?
This is phenomenal. This is a one-time, like this is one thing that you will get here at HSN that you know you will not get anywhere else, is the craftsmanship. I'm gonna call it craftsmanship because that's exactly what these gardeners do. It is gorgeous, it takes time, it takes effort, and you're getting it for an amazing price. Because I was calling it a bush earlier because I have hibiscus bushes on my property, but they are low to the ground.
Yep.
You can see them, but only when the blooms pop behind my other plants.
Right.
Because this is a tree and it stands so tall, you can see this no matter where you put it on your property, so you can move it around.
Of course you can.
Get excited about all the different setups.
Yeah, a nice, bright, sunny place. It loves the sun, it loves heat, it loves water. And you know, to your point, gardening is very competitive, you know, and I know it because people hire me to make sure they have the prettiest property on the block. So if you want to talk about having something unique, that's what you're getting with this plant. You're not going to see one, and in fact, the Pink Lemonade, it is completely exclusive. You won't find it anywhere else. The fact that you're able to have multiple colors on one tree is because of that craftsmanship. It is because, you know, these gardeners, they're artists, and they took the time to hand braid these so that not only are you getting a really gorgeous trunk in itself, but that's why you're going to be able to get so many colors on one plant. And this one in particular, it is bred to be a heavy bloomer. A heavy bloomer, and that's really what we want.
That's what we want.
That's right, because this is a tropical oasis that you can have that feels like you're on a staycation at your very own house. And I know you all are just dying for spring and summer to be here. And when the time has come, and you know, we've got that great map so you can see when this is going to be shipped out to you, just put it out in the sun, make sure it gets some water. And so listen, you brown thumbs or you black thumbs, whatever you think of yourself, this one is super easy maintenance. You're not going to have to do anything but water it. Add some fertilizer every couple weeks, which is also super easy because they're in that pod, so you don't have to measure anything, and there are no microplastics in that either. That's an all-natural casing.
Good to know. And so if you'd like this, grab this while you're putting the Today's Special in your cart. And again, don't wait, and don't think that you only need one. I look at it like this. I have one, I'm gonna get another, because I look at it like they need I don't know, when you have a balance in your garden. Do you know what I mean?
A friend.
Yeah, get it a friend. And then again, the front door is like a perfect positioning for these. Order number's right there on your screen. It's 864-475, but since it's two different kinds. You have the multi and you have the Pink Lemonade, which you see right there. The order number is 089315. And so again, use the QR code. Easiest, fastest way to shop, especially because we have so many folks who are so excited about this, who are on the line right now. Get to the front of the line, use the QR code, it'll get it right in your cart, and then you just hit the buy button. So hello to all the folks who already got it. I'm so excited because they're excited. They're gonna be getting this very soon, once the perfect planting season time arrives. So awesome, and congratulations, because look at what you'll be taking home. Gorgeous, gorgeous blooms, this amazing exclusive to HSN plant. Also, that braided trunk is just to die for because it is so gorgeous. It stands out, and you know that the effort that was put in, not just for that, but also for the packing, the shipping, the warranty, being able to stand by their plants. Leaf and Petal really has thought of it all. So make sure you're grabbing that right now. Again, this amazing Today's Special price will not last. It will expire as of midnight. So again, get in on this, $59.95. And then just think, it will be around if you say, I need a little friend for my tree, but you will be paying $100 at that point. So just giving you the heads up. Also, while you're there, if you're just joining us, we also do sell plant food. I always say to myself, I said, I wish I bought the plant